And good morning, everybody. I am Confi Manalo.
Vernon Velasco.
And this is Straight Talk.
Hi.
Kung sa Vernon, magkasama lang tayo kanina.
Yeah.
So, for our morning show gising na.
Yeah, it's so good to be back here.
Yeah. It's so good to have you here again.
To have me
For
here.
Straight Talk. It's nice to have you as my partner again, co-host partner sa Straight Talk. Ngayon pag-uusapan natin ng dahil 'di ba uso ngayon ng digitization eh. Lahat ng bagay ngayon nagdi-digitize, they have to adapt to digital
I was
lifestyle.
wondering, sir, logistics, is it compatible with... And not logistics, I mean shipping eh.
Yeah, yun nga ang problema, yung shipping and logistics. Sila yung pinakahuling adapters ng digital technology kasi mas favorable sa ibang players na na mag-analog. Pero merong ngayon, buti na lang, fortunately, merong Pilipino na concern sa industriya nila na i-upgrade yung kanilang sistema at nag-develop sila ng software using the blockchain technology para maayos ma-streamline yung operations ng shipping and logistics. Para magkaroon ng transparency.
Yeah.
Hindi lang mapabilis yung transfer of goods from one point to another, kundi para rin mawala yung maiwasan yung issue ng smuggling.
Yeah, talk about that company in question. We have XLOG,
Chief Operating Officer. Joey Ynion.
Hi.
Hi, Sir Joey.
Hi,
Good
Sir
morning.
Joey. Yeah, good morning.
Good morning, sirs. Good morning. Thank you for having me.
And Vernon, i-introduce ko lang si Mr. Joey Ynion. Hindi lang siya successful na executive at his very young age. Talented musician.
Yes.
He also composes songs. And he sings well, he has a good voice.
Salamat sa pag-promote.
In fact, meron kaming dito sa pang-programa na para sa mga musicians naman yung Friday Mixers. Baka pwede na tayo mag-live guesting, pwede ka naming may guest din dito. At hindi lang technology pag-uusapan natin ngayon. Music naman, one of your passions.
Of course, sir. Oh, that would be great. Salamat.
So,
straight na tayo sa ating kwentuhan ngayon.
questions.
Questions. Kasi 'di ba during the pandemic, XLOG of course has always been busy in the forefront of developing technologies to streamline or to assist to develop yung ating logistics and shipping industry or sectors. And during that time, you partnered with a logistics company called La Soleil. So how did that partnership went? How did the partnership with La Soleil, how did the partnership with XLOG improve La Soleil's operations?
Yeah. Thank you, sir. So yeah, actually, La Soleil is a printing company. Biggest clients. So it started because La Soleil had this vision of digitizing its operations, making it more efficient, making it more faster to serve more customers as well. And that is really what.
And yung XLOG then is also instrumental in.
So.
Yeah, XLOG then is also
being a technology platform. Really,
XLOG is also responsible or played a crucial role in the rebranding of La Soleil. So how did that went? Hello, can you hear us, Sir Joey? We'll pause for a commercial break while we settle some technical issues.
Manong Joe po.
At Ate Maita.
Ngayong Hunyo, bahagyang tumaas ng 8 centavos per kilowatt hour ang overall electricity rates. Ito'y dahil sa dagdag singil sa WESM.
Alam nyo ba, pwede kayong i-update ng Meralco sa text or sa email gaya ni Sarah G. Sisendan kayo ng advanced updates tulad ng upcoming bill details. Di na kayo kakaba-kaba sa paghihintay ng bills. At anumang mangyari sa bill, masira, mabasa, o mawala, no problem! To get updates, i-update ang inyong contact information sa Facebook Messenger, meralco.com.ph, email, hotline 16211 o Meralco Business Centers.
Handa kami makipag-ugnayan sa inyo para makapaghatid ng mas mabuti, mabilis, at pagkinhawang serbisyo.
Hanggang sa susunod na
Meralco Advisory.
You are watching Straight Talk with XLOG Chief
Operating
Officer Joey
Ynion.
Ynion. So to reiterate your question, kanina we were actually just hurdled by a very slight glitch. But you know, sir, XLOG has partnered with La Soleil. So what is your assessment, sir? I mean, is this technology have a future in supply chain talaga? And what do you think? What innovation does this actually brought to the table in terms of La Soleil?
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, actually, we do believe that there's really a place for XLOG in the I heard earlier, 'di ba, si Comfy mentioned that logistics is very medyo napag-iiwanan kumbaga. And that's
Yes.
actually what we wanted to address with the platform. There are a lot of competent logistics providers like La Soleil, na small to medium companies. And XLOG is actually here to enable these companies to go digital. So that's what we're actually serving, and that's why La Soleil tapped XLOG services so that they can easily do that, given the demand for technology nowadays.
Sir, what kind of technology are you sort of employing? Is this blockchain? And you know, what would be, if that's the case, what would be the limits of this technology, if you will?
Yeah, correct, sir. Blockchain is actually one of the aspects of our technology. Essentially, kasi XLOG is an end-to-end digital logistics platform. So companies who would want to offer services can be on the platform, and companies who would need the services can also be on the platform. And by creating a community of these different players, we can digitize the the financing, and that's what the whole value platform is. Just limitations. I think the only limitation technology is really the internet connection country. So maybe that's one of the limitations that might occur, especially for
Sir, follow up.
Oo, kaya
yeah,
nga,
but again, like any diba, like any other country, we need to move forward.
yeah, nabanggit mo nga na ang limitation natin ay yung internet connection and unfortunately that's what we're experiencing right now.
Yeah, it's a glitch.
Yeah, we're having problem with the internet connection. Kaya nga sana ma-roll out na talaga yung third telco at maging available sa atin para maayos naman ng ating
Third at fourth.
yeah, and
Yeah.
third and fourth.
Third and fourth.
And yung XLOG as a partner of La Soleil, you played a crucial role sa rebranding ng La Soleil. So paano nakatulong ang XLOG sa pag-rebrand ng La Soleil? Excuse me, Sir Joey, are you there? Mukhang nawala na naman si Sir Joey sa ating internet connection.
We're having a slight glitch. I think it would do us good if we sort of, do another round of commercials. We'll be back.
Iba ng panahon, ang dami ng bago ngayon. Pati ang mundo natin, well, nagbago na rin. Buti ang bayan, bigger, better na. You can buy it sa centers, pati sa mga partners, may online pa at app. You can buy it with your fingers, still don't remittance and more. Online shopping, you can buy it all. Di magpadala, you can buy it all. Anumang pera transaction, you can buy it all.
Sabayan ang pagbabago ng mundo for all your pera transactions, all new Bayan.
And we're back again. Kanina bago tayo naputol, bago tayo nag-commercial break, meron tayong naibang katanungan kay Sir Joey. Sir Joey, di ba, during the pandemic, you played a crucial role sa pagre-rebrand ng La Soleil. So, paano nakatulong ang XLOG sa rebranding ng La Soleil?
Yes, so actually one of the main reasons why Leslie decided on rebranding is, of course, they wanted to be updated. And part of this is the enhanced services that they were able to bring forward to their clients. And one of it is the digitization talaga of their processes. So now, si Leslie, when they manage their service providers, like yung mga trucking companies nila and shipping lines, it's all digital already. Actually, not just operationally, but also financially, which I can share more later on also.
Sir Ynion, we are in the middle
Yes,
of an e-commerce boom. So, how does practically or specifically XLOG helps La Soleil and all of its partners position themselves to basically benefit from all of this boom?
Yeah, exactly, sir. Actually, we can help these companies actually with the boom. It's all of a sudden, diba? With the pandemic,
There's a
everyone
boom,
all of
yeah.
a sudden wants to go digital. And with XLOG, it's actually a turnkey solution, meaning by just using and registering into the platform, you instantly get to digitize your whole operations. So that's what we can bring forward to companies. Kasi right now, only the privileged companies or the more bigger and successful companies are able to do it freely for themselves. But we all know that there are a lot of SMEs also trying to grow and who can also serve the community. So that's what we wanted to serve as well. So we wanted to help these companies to sort of equalize also the playing field for everybody.
Yeah, yun nga diba? Digitizing is expensive, and one reason why the logistics and freight forwarding sectors are failing to digitize is because of the
Cost
cost,
barrier.
and how will XLOG remove this barrier, this cost barrier, to allow SMEs or freight forwarders, freight forwarders, to also adapt to the digitized space?
Yep. We have two solutions to this, sir. So one, of course, is on the platform alone. It's actually it's not as expensive as investing in your own platform. If you will decide to digitize your whole operations and create it on your own, you will most likely spend millions and millions of pesos. So kulang na ang 50 million dyan siguro to digitize or to develop your own. And that's only to develop it. Siyempre, you have maintenance, you have people to develop it and maintain these people. So it's gonna be really expensive. And that's what we wanted to make sure with XLOG. So XLOG does it all for you. So by having a ready-to-use platform, you would only have to pay your fees to XLOG, and then it won't even cost as much as it would to develop your own. And there won't be any difference as well.
Yeah.
So on the second end, on top of using a digital platform that's ready to use, we at XLOG also provide these freight forwarding companies or these companies in general financial solutions along with our partner Ynion Bank. So not only do they get to digitize, but because they digitize their processes, they get to avail financial products also from the bank. What do I mean, sir? So, for example, freight forwarders' main business nila is really to serve their customers. For example, a Unilever. They serve a Unilever. And then on the other side, they have to book yung trucking companies and shipping lines. Their relationship with their trucking companies and shipping lines, they have to pay immediately, or at least they would have a little credit terms with them. With the financial solution of XLOG and Ynion Bank, we can actually help that portion. So, si freight forwarder gets to have longer payment terms, mas time to revolve their funds. And then on the service provider side, like the trucking companies, they get to avail the payments earlier than what they have agreed on. So, win-win situation pa for both. So, diba, with that kind of solution, why wouldn't you want to go digital nowadays?
Yeah, sir, can you help us a little bit in contextualizing po all of this?
Sure.
In a bird's eye view, what is the current state of the shipping industry po? In a way.
Yeah. Well, right now, as when I looked at the state of the through research, no, it's really difficult also, and syempre hindi tayo na save with the current situation of the pandemic. And one thing that we've learned with the companies that we talked to lately since the pandemic, kailangan talaga nila ng funds. So yes, there's this boom and there's this demand to go digital, but you wouldn't instantly think na sige mag-invest ako ng digital habang when in reality you're trying to really hold your funds and make do of what you have talaga. So that's what we wanted to address also. So not just going to the clients na to say na okay, mag-digitize kayo kasi ito yung kailangan natin. Pero we go there, mag-digitize kayo kasi matutulungan namin kayo financially also.
Yeah.
So not a lot of companies, even I believe even the bigger ones, of course may financial problems when it comes to the state of our of the world right now. So yeah, yun yung that's for me, I think bird's eye view of what the logistics industry is experiencing now.
Sure.
So any financial help will be really helpful also for the companies.
Sir, I want to touch more on that. You said finances and automation to improve efficiency. Are there other underlying problems that's sort of hurdling the industry pre-pandemic and now that there's a pandemic?
Pre-pandemic, I think the problem, not really a problem, but there are a lot of things that we can really enhance when it comes to the prices of the charges of the service providers. So of course, given the state of the country and even outside the country, tumataas din yung prices.
Yeah.
If tumataas yung prices ng shipping lines and ng trucking companies, of course, tumataas din yung prices ng goods na binibenta to the users, to the consumers. So I think this is the avenue that we really wanted to parang sort of address. How can we make it more efficient for them? Na syempre, hindi malulugi yung mga shipping lines and trucking companies. But at the same time, win-win situation for both. And I think the whole business kasi talaga of the logistics industry, sir, is yung pagpapaikot ng pera nila. So ang battle talaga dyan ever since is whoever is the service provider who can offer the longer term to the freight forwarder, the better. Kasi si freight forwarder, this allows them time to collect from their actual customers. So from the likes of the mga FMCGs, ganyan. And this terms, actually before, traditionally, it's all being absorbed by the service provider. So the service provider, sige, gusto ko ma-close yung kliyente na to, so bibigyan kita ng 30 days, ng 60 days. Pero walang interest yun and absorb nila yun. It's really out of the need to or the want to get that client. But now, syempre, kawawa naman din sila shipping lines and sila trucking companies if ganun lang palagi. So we wanted to address that. But at the same time, not sacrificing also the needs of the freight forwarders. So we wanted to create a solution na talagang win-win for both. So the only way we can do this is, first of all, to digitize the process. Then secondly, offer mga financial products.
Yeah.
Okay. Yung there are two advantages no in onboarding sa XLOG. One is tinatanggal mo yung barrier ng cost to digitize. And second is when you onboard XLOG, magkakaroon ng access sa financial windows itong mga freight forwarders and trackers. And ano yung kailangan gawin ng mga freight forwarders or trackers to onboard XLOG and avail of the benefits? But before you answer those questions, Let's pause for a short break.
Araneta City, home to the country's first indoor shopping mall, the world's original Thrilla, and the first ever Bini Bini pageant. Now a place for your first win, your first catch, your first home, your first big break, your first date, and even your first love. Araneta City, the city of firsts.
You are watching Straight Talk with XLOG Chief Operating Officer Joey Ynion.
Before we left for a short break, meron tayong question na iniwan kay Sir Joey na ano yung kailangan gawin ng mga freight forwarders, truckers at yung mga pang nasa logistics to take advantage of the XLOG solutions. Unang-una nga yung costly digitization. Wala na. And then second, when they get on board, meron agad financial windows that solves yung issue ng credit lines, etc. So, ano yung kailangan gawin ng mga freight forwarders at truckers to take advantage of the benefits ng XLOG solutions?
Yes, actually very easy lang, sir. So, first of all, they can just go to xlog.net and register there. Once they register, they will just have to fill up yung KYC process natin. So, of course, we need to make sure that these companies are legitimate to keep the quality of the community. But at the same time, you can actually contact us via our social media platforms. We have a Facebook account and we have a LinkedIn account. So you can contact any of the team there. Or you can also email us at sales@myxlog.com. Of course, we want to be able to explain to you first all the benefits and all the features and all the technical details that you would need to do. So by contacting us there, we can actually set up a discussion with you, present the whole what the next steps would be. We also hold kasi regular road shows online every Tuesday and Thursday to our mga prospects and to our clients. So we can actually invite you to one of those to know more about the platform. But yeah, after that, kasi sirs, what will happen lang is you have to register kay XLOG. XLOG will be the one to endorse you to a Union Bank relationship manager. The relationship manager will handle the bank side, of course, how you, what application you would need with Union Bank also. And that application will just be very fast. So that's just a one-time application. Once okay na yon, then you can keep using sa loob ng XLOG yung financial solutions already.
Yung
So that's all. That's all.
regarding the credit facility or the credit line, how is there a maximum amount trackers can borrow from that credit facility, and who will conduct the due diligence ng client so they can borrow from that platform?
Yeah. The due diligence will be done pa rin, sir, by Union Bank. So actually that due diligence or that credit assessment will determine the line that will be given to you. So actually, sir, once na mabigay yung line na yun, revolving lang yun. So you keep on availing and availing hanggang of course maubos na siya, and then after mo naman magbayad, mag-replenish naman yun. So it's actually very it's very convenient also. It's not very limiting in a sense. And it's really centered, first of all, it's centered on the business of the freight forwarder. So, yeah.
Yeah, I was wondering, Joey, you talked about digitization. But
Yes.
what do you think is the best aspects of the shipping lines that are currently um, best equipped to basically adapt to this technology? Ano yung mga aspeto ng
What are their
Kumbaga, what are the
yeah?
advantages
I
of
think
hindi,
every shipping
ano po yung aspeto ng ano po yung aspeto ng operations? Ano po yung mga processes na um, na
i-undertake
best
mo?
na i-automate?
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Actually, a lot, sir, that can be automated. First of all, yung quotation process pa lang, sir, will be very helpful. Kasi traditionally, for some carriers that are not yet digitized, no, ano yan, a lot of back and forth na parang i-email kita or
Mhm.
tatawagan kita. Meron ka bang service for ganito? Meron ka bang rate for ganito? Baka pwede mong baguhin yung rate. A lot of mga communication. So that communication alone, we can streamline. So
Mhm.
we can present to the customers the services of that shipping line that they are looking for lang. At the same time, we bring to the shipping lines customers that are only ano for the services that they can offer, making time also more efficient for them. So
Mhm.
that's one. And then second is the documents that are being passed within the process. Kasi ang daming information, sir, na kailangan eh. You have the shipping instruction, you have the bill of lading, the arrival notices. There are a lot of documents and information that you need. And if you digitize it and if you do it online, it makes it more efficient also for both parties to translate yung information. And of course, less prone to errors also kung
Mhm.
hindi mo siya imamano-mano. So,
Ano yung
yeah.
Sir
Yes,
Joey?
sir.
Yeah, Sir Joey, ano yung mga nakikita ninyong trends sa horizon na pwedeng itap nito mga shipping lines na ito using XLOG?
Trends. Well, one trend actually is the blockchain technology. Like this is something that may be valuable to the shipping lines kasi it's information that basically it's the same information that's being passed from the cost of the shipper to the consignee to the shipping line and minsan to government and the ports also. So by actually utilizing blockchain, this is a trend that they can also leverage on. Not just not just talking about blockchain on bill of lading, but blockchain on the whole end-to-end process. So there are a lot of use cases that we can see for blockchain, not just for bill of lading, for other matters as well. So I think this is one of the things that they can get value from also. Lalo na the shipping lines are very crucial and very important to the whole ecosystem.
Delivery, no? Na kapag dineliver ito, nakalagay sa bill of lading niya is cellphone siya. Hindi dati dyan cellphone. Diba?
Yeah.
Sir,
Correct.
paano to? Yung parang the industry is actually sort of also hurdled by a lot of red tape. How do you think the red tape affects or adversely affects the ease and cost of doing business in this industry po?
Yeah, I think, well, on the red tape side, I'm not gonna act as if I know a lot of things then or how it's being done then, no. But yeah, I think without the red tape, it can make it more faster for everyone to do business. It can also grow the volume of shipments coming in and out of the Philippines, which of course will also be beneficial for the whole country. And at the same time bring down costs also. So, and that's actually the main vision of XLOG. We really want to, by digitizing all these processes, that's what we want to parang present to the industry na, hey, there's a solution that can help us do this. So let's adapt this. It may not be fully adapted by everyone right now, pero once each individuals who see yung mga little benefits from digitizing lahat sila biglang mag-digitize. And eventually, di ba, it will be embraced also by larger parties, by the country, outside the country, by mga regulators, government parties also.
Yeah, I
So yeah,
agree.
so I think that alone can help red tape din eh.
Yeah, I agree with
The
with
transparency, kumbaga.
yeah,
So,
I agree with Sir Joey because one of the benefits of blockchain or digitizing
Makakat yun.
the whole ecosystem, mawawala yung maraming mawawalang ano diyan processes. I-exam mo, may streamline mo yung supply chain, mawawala maraming players o maraming middlemen na mawawala.
Mababypass.
Mababypass. And of course, pinaka-importante yung data information, immutable siya. Hindi mo siya pwedeng dayain. Wala na ngayon marami kasi ito nangyayari sa Bureau of Customs. Marami diyan bill of ladings na galing sa recto. So because of blockchain, hindi na kayang gawin ngayon 'yon. So kung ano yung deklarasyon ng mula sa pinanggalingan niyan
To the paper.
hanggang
to the
sa
digital.
dito. Hindi mo pwedeng baguhin yan. So the government can collect the proper taxes, proper assessment, and then of course sa sa private sector, sa mga importers or sa mga shippers, sa freight forwarders, dahil mo streamline mo yung processes, mawawala end to end, yung marami kang middlemen na mawawala sa proseso, napaayos mo yung supply chain, lesser cost. So yun yung advantage ng one of the many advantages of digitizing and using the blockchain platform.
yes. Agree, sir. Correct, sir.
Anyway, so pinag-usapan na natin yung red tape and So, in terms of cost efficiency, how is do you have an estimate kung magkano yung save ng freight forwarders or the industry as a whole if we go full digitized or full digital?
Yeah. Initially, sir, you can, at the very least, you can save at least 30% from your existing cost also by just digitizing the processes. How? Because you cut down yung time also to perform a specific task or a specific shipment. So it makes the turnaround of your business and your shipment much faster also. That's one. Second, the advances. So if you get to avail of the financing from XLOG and Union Bank also, nalilesen din yung mga advances mo na kailangan mong bayaran to the companies. It makes you more liquid also. It controls more your funds as well. And you can serve, therefore, meaning you can serve more customers pa. Because potentially, di ba, pag wala ka ng pang-abono or pag wala ka ng pag-advance, syempre, i-hold mo na yung mga shipment pasok kahit alam mo ang dami pang papasok. But if we help you with that also, then you can accept more. Then you can earn more revenue out of it. So, yeah, a lot of avenues sir, that you can, it all depends on the companies, I believe, kung saan yung mga gusto nilang i-improve pa.
Sir, how do you assess your impact? Let's make La Soleil as a use case po. I mean, how did it grow po? How did it grow compared to prior levels before you came in? And what are your expectations po in the coming...
How did
Yeah.
How
did the
La
company
Soleil grow, sir?
Yes, sir. With your intervention.
Yeah. I think it made it more efficient for them to actually do business. They were able to, first of all, mas mabilis yung turnaround ng servicing ng kanilang truckers and ng shipping lines because they get to be paid earlier as well. At the same time, yung customer service nila sila, it also improved significantly kasi wala na yung mga unnecessary calls na nasan na yung driver, nasan na yung documents ko, nasan na yung shipments ko. Una na lang gagawin nila, check nila yung XLOG nila. Kung nandun naman lahat, then I don't have to call anyone anymore. Kung Saturday yung operations, I don't have to call anyone anymore. Not unless may problema na lang. Pero it made it, kasi internally, the business of a freight forwarder is really yung laway mo and yung effort mo to really make everything move for your customers. So by helping them with this streamlining
Streamlining.
streamlining it,
the
diba?
process.
So, very, very helpful really talaga to La Soleil.
Yes, sir.
And actually, they're expecting more customers to be served in the next coming months. That's what I heard as well.
And of course, yung peace of mind siguro.
Peace of mind, yeah.
Peace of mind na
Yeah.
walang value.
Sir, what's your opinion on this po? Kasi di ba pa, we have the program under this administration, the build, build, build. We've seen a lot of infrastructure rising po. Do you also see this as being imperative, the digital infrastructure as well?
The digital infrastructure. I think
It should be also built.
I hope so. I actually hope that. Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
And I believe there are a lot of. We've actually met with the Anti-Red Tape Association also of the government, and I'm pretty impressed also with their initiatives to really bring forward yung mga digital solutions to the industry. Which I think is one of the things also talaga that the administration is trying to implement also. So I really hope. I think I see hope. I see hope for it. That's why.
Follow-up question, Sir Joe. Because diba, XLOG was designed for
Yes.
logistics and shipping. Do you see XLOG has application sa iba pang branches of iba pang government agencies to streamline their operations as well? In connection with the building of the infrastructure.
I do believe sir, that they're yeah. Kasi in the very top level or in the very tip of the platform, you would instantly think ang customers lang ni XLOG yung mga freight forwarders, exporters, shipping lines, trucking companies. But really behind it, if you see a lot of adoption from the different companies in the logistics sector, the government or mga regulatory parties should actually have a benefit from the platform as well. It can also streamline their own operations, or it can go, it can be parang tag team siya dun sa mga initiatives nila to also streamline their operations. So a lot sir. Different aspects can be with customs, can be with the port, can be even nga sa land transportation, with having visibility, you can also streamline yung not naman streamline, but you can also have visibility sa traffic na containers papasok and palabas. A lot of things that can be beneficial because you have transparency. So it's not just mga Excel and it's not just reports that you have at hand, but by creating a community na nandun na lahat ng mga important parties, it makes it more beneficial, and it gives the regulators and the government also additional information to also para pang enhance pa, to improve pa whatever we can improve. So I do believe so there is a benefit for them.
You are watching Straight Talk with XLOG COO Joey Ynion. We're going to read the lighter side of Joey when we come back.
Give back.
You are watching Straight Talk with XLOG COO Joey Ynion. So, Sir Joey, we're just playing a little game. It's called Show and Tell. So what we did is we stalked you, your Instagram account, and lifted some of your pictures, and we're going to show it to the public. Very unflattering this. Joke.
Nako.
So here goes, sir.
Kinakabahan ako sa mga nahanap.
Yan. Ang gwapo niyo na naman, sir.
Bakla ka na naman talaga.
Salamat.
Yeah, sir. Tell us something about
Yes.
this picture on the screen.
Yeah, so that's actually I think my first photo with my dog, my corgi.
Corgi.
Yeah.
Yan. How about this, sir?
Photo, this was actually my first trip with my mom. So I'm very proud of this trip kasi this was the first time that I was able to treat my mom also outside of the country. So, yan. Sa Sa Hong Kong ata. Yan.
Sir, may nagpapatanong ilang taon na daw po kayo?
26.
26.
At
Pwede pang
binata yan.
bumaba.
Next picture, please. Yan, surfboard. Sir, where was this?
Nako.
La Union. No, not La Union.
Sa La Union.
La Union.
Yes,
La Union,
yes,
yeah.
Sa La Union. So, very pretentious photo to kasi takot na takot ako mag-surf. So, nag-picture na lang ako with the surfboard.
Yeah, next picture, please.
Next photo.
Sa one of the music festivals in the Philippines, Wonderland.
Wonderland.
Nakaka-miss actually. Sana
yeah.
eventually we can do this again.
Lalo na pandemic ngayon.
Na pandemic. And so, hopefully, sana
Oo
nga,
nga.
pwede ka rin mag-perform dito.
Yeah. You also sings pala, you know?
One last
Yes.
photo yata?
Yeah.
One last photo?
Hopefully, sir.
Where is this?
This one is in, saan ba to? I think sa Germany, one of the business trips that I had. So, fun fact that this was actually taken by my father. So, the founder of XLOG. So, photographer din pala siya.
Next picture, please.
No more photo,
wala na.
no more picture.
So,
no?
sir, it's a delight.
Okay na. Yan.
Yes. Sir, it has been a delight to have you here.
Thank you.
Any parting words po for our viewers?
First of all, thank you, Sir Comfy, Sir Vernon, for inviting XLOG here. And I would really like to encourage and invite our players in the logistics industry to learn more about XLOG. I'm talking to the freight forwarders, customs brokers, shipping lines, trucking companies, even exporters and importers. There's a place for you in our platform, and we really want to be able to help you and the industry also grow further through digital and the banking space. So yeah, you can actually, again, you can check our social media sites in Facebook and LinkedIn, and you can also visit our website at xlog.net. I hope to see more of everyone soon.
Yeah, and thank you very much.
Yeah. XLOG COO
Joey Ynion.
Yeah. Thank you po,
Thank
sir.
you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And that's
Thank
it.
you, sirs.
Yeah.
Salamat.
Thank you po. And that's it for today's Straight Talk. My name is Vernon Velasco.
And I am Coffee Manalo.
Good morning.
Good morning. See you.